Hello and welcome back to EXAPUNKS. CheersKevin here, and I think I actually didn't bother to mention the name of this new Zachtronics game in the last episode because I was so excited to just dive in and try and race through some stuff. But so far, I am very excited about this. We're looking at the chat. Yeah, so they got the zine, gas is online. Everybody's online. It's a party. Okay. Oh, we need to take delivery of the pizza that we managed to hack our way into getting for free last time. So let's go ahead and play the cutscene and see what happens. It's Nivis again, except this time they're wearing a Euclid's Pizza uniform. Aha, same person. Euclid's, a better pie, and we can prove it. The reference seems kind of obscure for a pizza joint.
Don't look too surprised. I'm an independent operator. I handle a wide range of businesses.
I bet.
Like this, you gotta hustle.
Makes sense.
So here's your pizza, and here's your other package. I hope it helps.
Nivis hands me an unlabeled prescription bottle. It's clearly a knockoff.
Together. If there's anything else you need, you know who to call.
All right, so I guess we got our drugs for the day. So that's good. Oh, more chats are happening. I had no idea you could put donuts in the oven. Neither did I. All right, let's look here. Hack your body to repair a damaged nerve in your arm. And what's this? Cause the last stop factory to produce peanut-free peanut butter, peanut blast bars. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Does it give us, what is this information? All right. I mean, I guess we'll just do the one. If we look back here, so yeah, we can see the, we've not necessarily found the most optimal solutions for everything. But okay, let's hack a, oh, there we go. So about that left arm of yours, the medicine stops your condition from spreading, but it can't fix things like that. You need to take care of that yourself. You mean hack my own body? Yes, exactly. If you can hack anything else, why not your own body? Okay. Oh, I like this. Okay, this is the little nerves ending and stuff. Okay, so basically we can run our own little thing into here, and we got to fix the nerve. So read a value from the nerve connected to your central nervous system and relay it to the nerve connected to your arm, ARM, clamping the value so it never goes below -120 or above 50. Repeat ad infinitum. Since this puzzle takes place inside a network you control, that is your own body, it's not necessary to leave no trace. Your EXAs should be written to operate indefinitely. Okay, so now, oh, more information about hardware resters. Distributed network programming. Aha. So there is information in our zine. They give us some information. But I think, see, CNS arm. I think we should be okay to just kind of do this on our own. I mean, right? So I think, again, we're going to have a reader and a writer. We need to relay something to ARM, but if it's below -120 or... oh, are we relaying it or are we ignoring it? Oh, cool. We get ins and outs. Perfect. Okay, well, let's do this. So we'll have the first one. This will be our input guy, and we'll say link -1 and grab nerve. Is that how we do that? I don't think that's how we do that because that's not a file. Wait, link ID is not, oh, whoops. Link 800. Just looking at the wrong side of that. All right. File ID not found. Okay, so that's not a file. Okay, so we are gonna have to look at the documents. Aha. Okay, so if we are on the host, then there are these registers that we can kind of read from directly. So we'll just use the pound sign followed by 4 characters to get at it. Cool. All right, so yeah, we don't need to grab nerve. We can basically just copy nerve to copy it to the M global register, and we're going to end up doing that in a loop. So let's go ahead and mark loop. And okay, let's see. Yeah, it is a question of when we're doing this clamping, are we ignore? No, we're clamping, meaning that if it's, yeah, okay. So we copy nerve to, oh, so we can't copy nerve to M. We've got to copy nerve to X, and then we'll say, if it is above 50, then we need to put 50 in there. If it is above, if it is below -120, then we need to put -120 in there, and otherwise we can just copy. Okay, so this is the, let's see, test X is greater than 50, and we'll say true jump to send 50. We'll make that label. Wait, oh, sorry, TJMP. There we go. Yeah. Mark, send 50. Yeah, that's okay. Mark, send 50. So we'll put that later. Otherwise, test x is less than -120. T-jump, send -120. I think that's gonna be bad. Mark, send -120. Yeah, okay, it doesn't like that as a label. We'll just say, we'll call it send 120. And otherwise, we will say, copy x to m, and then jump to loop. Right? Okay, so now we just have to write send 50 and send 120, and this should pretty much work. So we'll copy 50 to m, and then jump to loop. And here we'll copy -120 to m and jump to loop. Right? Yeah, so that should be, yeah, that should be good. Let's step that through and see if it at least does what we expect it to do. So it reads 73, and it's not, yeah, there we go. Puts it in the global register because it's not outside of bounds. Okay, we can't actually step through anymore because we need someone to actually write the information. So cool, let's create that. So link 800, link 1, link 1, link 1, link 1. 1 more of those? Ugh. Is that? Nope. What just happened? Oh, I guess it just ran out of stuff to do. Okay, whatever. We'll say mark a loop again. And we'll say copy M into nerve. And yeah, oh wait, is that where we're supposed to be sending stuff out? The CNS to the arm. Yes, okay. And then jump to loop. Okay, let's give this a shot. So the one that's got to make its way all the way over there. Link ID is not found. What? Link ID is not found, huh? M2 nerve. Oh, we did. Okay, so we added one too many of those. Fair enough. All right, let's give this another shot. There we go. Okay, so now it's waiting, and we have relayed -73 out to the arm. And if we continue stepping through, let's just go ahead and play this. All right, perfect. We're sending out -120. Lovely. Okay, so it looks like we've done this correctly. I'm imagining this is not super efficient. Yeah, there are definitely versions of this that can do this in fewer cycles, but hey, we're not too bad. Let's go ahead and return to desktop. The hotfix should keep you useful, at least for a little while longer. That's helpful. I'm glad I don't have a body. It sucks. I can imagine. Seems like nothing but a hassle. Maybe one day, well, we can talk about that later. That's a little ominous. Okay. So, I broke the tab key, stepping too much in Exodus. Okay. Caused the Last Stop Factory to produce peanut-free Peanut Blast bars. You like snacks, don't you? You don't have to answer that. I know you like snacks. That's why we're going to hack a snack factory. This is silly. It's an experiment. Hypothesis. It will be very funny. Okay. So, product, peanut butter, line status, running, mixing temp 250 degrees, extruding temp 160, extruding 17. Okay. Remove the keyword peanuts in file 300 from the Peanut Blast recipe file 237. And note that the target keyword will appear in a different position in each of 100 test runs to view and debug each of the... okay. So there are multiple ways that this file is going to... Okay, that's doable. We don't need to... Okay, so we don't even need to... Yeah, all right. All right, let's grab 300 and then copy F into our X register and then wipe the file. So we're just storing that in our register, and hooray. Then we need to go find 237. So we need to link 800, and grab this file 237. Grab 237. Then we have to seek through the file until we find something that matches our X register. How do we know if we are at the end of the file? Let's look at the docs. Okay, so we get these helpful utilities. We get void, which is going to remove the value highlighted by the file cursor from the held file, which is what we're going to want to do. We get seek, which is going to be helpful as well. And then we do have test EOF. So test end of file. And if that's the case, then we can say we're done. So cool. Although actually, I don't know if we necessarily have to test if we are at the end of file, because are we just extracting the one peanut, or are we extracting multiple peanuts? If different versions of files can include, I mean, if the file includes multiple copies of peanuts, then we do need to scan through to the end of the file, but otherwise we can leave as soon as we find the first match. So let's try that. So test f equals x. And actually before that, I'm gonna mark the loop. Test if f equals x, and let's see, we'll true jump to done, and I'm gonna mark done, and this will be the part where we let's see, we drop, and then we link back twice, link -1. We go back home with our unit, or actually we don't need to go back home with our unit, do we? We can just drop and then die. Yeah, so we can just say halt. Okay, so if we, as soon as we've done it, oh well, I know we need to actually do the replacement. Do the replacement. How are we doing the replacement? We are void. Oh no, we don't have to void. We can just copy. No, that's right. We are voiding. Okay, void. What? What? F void F. Fair enough. Okay, void that part of the file, and then we're done. Okay, so otherwise we need to seek forward by 1. And then jump to the beginning of the loop. So we test if the thing that we're currently looking at is what's in our X register, which is peanuts. And if so, then we remove it, we drop the file, and we halt. Otherwise, we seek forward by 1. And yeah, okay. Now, of course, if this is going to break if there are 2 copies of the word peanut, and it's also going to break. Okay, so we're looking at cocoa mass, saying no. Oh, interesting. That's skipping over 2 of them. How did that skip over 2 of them? Okay. Let's try that again. All right. Jumping forward here. Test f equals x. No. T jump dump. How does that happen? Oh, I guess we don't need to seek, because doing the test reads the thing and advances our cursor, I think. Yep. That does it. Okay. So that seemed to work for that one. Perfect. Yeah. So we're just testing, and we're saying, hey, if we're done, then we're done. Otherwise, go back and continue testing, because we don't actually have to pull the thing out. So, cool. Or we don't have to seek. Let's run this. Wait, what? No, we're not done. Why are we not done? Show goal. The file. Right. Okay, so somehow we're not doing what we need to be doing. Let's step through here. Drop, halt. It still has peanuts in it. Why does it, I need to not step through so quickly. Okay, so jump to done. F equals X, what? F equals X? Didn't catch. Whoa, now I'm very confused. Why did f equal x before but didn't equal x that time? Okay. We're somehow hitting on the wrong thing. F is 237? Why is f 237? Jump to done. If true, right. So we skip over that. True. We're looking at that. Okay. And somehow there it decides that we're at the right point to do that. I mean, I suppose we can just fix this by seeking -1. I'm confused. I don't understand exactly why it is getting ahead of itself by 1, but that does seem to fix it. So that fixes 1, and I guess that's fixing all of them. All right, it does work. It's not as efficient as clearly some people have come up with better options, but hey, we'll call that good. All right, okay, I don't know how I feel about this. Processing. No peanuts in Peanut Blast. Was that funny? Kind of? On a scale from 1 to 10, how funny would you rate it? Actually, never mind. I don't know how to handle Likert scales. Cool. More data for the corpus. Let's continue. Okay. Zebros copies. Erase the record of gas debt to the copy shop. All right. Next. When is the next zine coming? Good question. All right. Erase the record of debt to the copy shop. Let's see. You're gonna help Gast with his copy shop bill? Oh, I guess, yeah, that the print shop is mad because he didn't pay. That's kind of us. I help people when I can. Is that altruism? I've heard of that. This is the first time I've seen it in the wild. I'm gonna have to add a new table to my database. Okay. Erase the debt by zeroing out his balance in the customer database, file 200, and appending a payment to the payment log with today's date and the exact amount of his prior balance. All right. Gast customer ID is available in file 300. Whew. Okay. More information, seen network exploration, DigiCash point of sale systems in the first issue of the zine. And of course, it's just now occurred to me, I want to go back and fix this because I think my solution was very dumb for this peanut butter option. We're doing this whole jump if false, or jump if true, and then do another jump. This is dumb. We only need to continue scanning. We can false jump to loop, and then get rid of done entirely. We don't need that entire thing. We can just jump back up if we don't have a match, right? And let me see if this still works or if that seek is still necessary. It is still necessary for some reason, but that's okay. Yeah, this is a faster solution. And there we go. Now we're back down to optimize with the rest and the rest of them and the best of them. Okay. Let's jump into Zebros copies and see what we can see. Okay, so we need to do two things. We need to update the payment log, and we need to... What are all of these things? I'm very curious. Well, who knows? It's nice that they have all of this stuff. It's interesting. So we need to append a payment with today's date and the exact amount of his prior balance, which is interesting. And we also need to... How do we get today's date? Oh, we need to, we can get it from here. Let's find something, let's write something that is not worrying about zeroing out the balance yet, is just going to write, okay, so we do need to, so today's date and the customer number. What is this number though? Let's show the goal, 427.20. 427.20. Okay, so we need to know, yeah, we need to know the balance. Oh, so this must be dollars and cents. That makes some warped sort of sense. Okay. Let's see. Let's grab, well, I think we're gonna use two machines here, but let's link into 800. Or, well, no, we need to know who it is first. Yeah. So let's go ahead and... No, you know, I want to get a writer first. So I'm worried about writing it to 201. Writing it to the payment log is going to be the trickier one. We need to get the date, then we need to get the user ID, then we need to get the payment amounts. That's doable. Okay, so let's write a bot that all it does is jump into here and copies 4 values from the global register. Well, it's got to grab the file. Grab 201, copy from the global register into the file, copy from the global register into the file, Does that 4 times. I think we could shrink that down with a loop if we wanted to be sneaky about it. Drops the file, and then halts. And that'll be the one, and all it's going to do is wait until we have the data. This one has to do all of the, XB has to do all the exploring. So we'll go into 800, then we'll go into 801, because we're going to need the date first. Yeah. Let's go ahead and grab file 300. We'll bring it with us, because why not? We will link into 800, link into 801, and then we will copy date into M. Okay, so we're going to jump over here. We're going to grab the date, throw it into the main register. Then, next thing we're going to do is we're going to jump back, -1, and then we need to pick up file number 200. But before we do that, let's copy F into X, and then we'll copy X into M as well. Does that remove the value from X? I really hope it does not. It shouldn't. And then we need to destroy the file that we're currently holding, which there's a command for that. What is it? Wipe. Yeah, it's wipe. So we'll wipe that file. Then we will grab file 200 and start doing our manipulations there. Let's see as far as that goes if we're on the right path. So this one is, so XA is sitting there picking this up, kind of waiting to write the 4 bits of information. We've copied date 1007 blah over to there. That's great. And can I see this file, please? Or not 200. I want to see 201. Oh, I can't see 201 for whatever reason. That's fine. Copy X to M. Okay. Oh. Yeah, no. That's right. That's right. Copy X to M, and then it does stay in X. Okay, so then we wipe the file that we're carrying, and now XB should be ready to pick up file 200 and get the remaining 2 fields, and then we'll worry about the rest of that. Okay. So that seems to work. XB has, a significant amount of work to do, but we can just do test F equals, test F equals X. So we'll create another loop here, mark loop, and then false jump to loop, and then we'll seek -1, because for whatever reason, or actually we don't need to seek -1 this time. We're looking at file, we're reading this balance file, and we need to rewrite it to say, hey, we owe nothing at all. So we don't need to seek -1. So once we found the one that matches our ID, which is, I guess, right here, so the cursor will be on 427 and then 20. So we just need to write copy 0 to file, and then copy 0 to file, and then drop the file, and then halt. Right? That actually seems pretty straight. Oh, except no, we can't just copy 0 to the file. We have to copy the file to, because we need to mark that we made the payment. So we're copying the amount in the file to the global register so that XA, who's just sitting there waiting to write the payment, can do that. Then we're going to need to seek back and then copy 0 to the file and copy 0 to the file. And okay, so let's see how that goes. This is going to be interesting. Okay. Oh, right. Sorry. The files are up here when we're actually holding them. So XA is copied in some information. Whoa. We need to seek to the end of the file here. Yeah, XA needs to go to the very end. And we can use 4 nines to do that. Yeah, so the cursor's now here, and it's going to copy the date. There we go. Gets the current date. And then it's going to get the ID that we're looking for. XB is grabbing the thing. It's looking for us. And it says, hey, have I found me? Yes, I have. Now I'm going to copy the number in. And we paste that in as a payment. And I'm going to copy number in. I'm going to paste that in as a payment. And now that gets dropped. Cool. So 201 is now dropped and should be correct. Or should show, yeah, at least, correct for our hackery, nefarious reasons. And we're just copying zeros into those fields, and then we can drop the file, and we're done. Haha! Now, this is not crazy efficient. I'm sure that we could absolutely get this one down. Let's see if we seek -2. Copy. Copy. Actually, hang on a second. No, because yeah, 4 instructions is kind of the place. Setting up a loop is going to take us 4 instructions anyway. So yeah, okay, I'll say we're good with that one for now, and maybe we'll come back and see if we can optimize it a little bit later. But unfortunately, that is all the time that we have for this episode. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and I will see you next time with more of this absolutely phenomenal game, EXAPUNKS. See you soon. Cheers.